What is up, YouTube? Welcome back to the channel. Gridiron Guardian 2 87 plus reroll. We're gonna be going through the odds for each overall you can pack, as well as the cheapest training to pick up and my post reroll process, what I like to do with each of those overalls in the reroll. So starting with the cheapest training, right now it's 95 Ultimate Legends for really under 85k is not the hardest to pick up. You can honestly pick up under 80k if you're really patient. That's going to be about 3.2 coins per training at 85k for a 95 overall. I don't expect training to move up too much, down too much really in the immediate future, just because we got an odds boost, and I do think the 95 Ultimate Legends are going to stay the cheapest training option for a decent amount of time until we get kind of some new content. Maybe Combine promo will change up the cheapest training, but for right now it's a 95 Ultimate Legends. Now for the pack cost, if you gotta add all the numbers up, it's going to be 30k, pretty much 30k liquid coins per roll. Of course, we're not implementing the fact that you get at least an 87 overall back. That's valued at about 10k, so really you're risking 20k per roll, but it's about 30k coins for every single roll. So hopping into it, the 87 overalls are going to be coming out of the pack at a 49%. So every other pack you're going to be getting an 87 overall, 1500 training point. By the way, the training pack costs 9.5k, so it is a pretty significant loss if you do pull an 87 overall. Moving now to the 91s, there's no 89s. I'm a little surprised there's no 89s, but for 91 overalls it's going to be 27%, and a 91 overall does quick sell for 7,000 training, so technically you still are losing coins, but you can lazy sell 91s pretty much at 30k, so you're breaking even, just losing a little bit off attack. So really it's 91 overall, you're breaking even on the pack, but that's just more of a formality. 94 overalls, 17.2%, which isn't too bad. 19,000 training points, so you are more than doubling your training value if you were just a quick sell of the 94. But we're not going to do that. We're going to go into what we do with the 94 overalls. And then finally, by the way, the packs in the background are just from my stream. I was opening some rerolls last night. We finally get some good luck at the end. The 97 overall, this is the big one you want, and it's at a 6.9%, which honestly is not the worst. I'm be honest, 52,000 training point value is a ton. Almost not quadrupling, but times 5ing your training value for what you put into the pack. So 97 overall at 6.9% honestly is not that bad. We don't have any LTDs in these rerolls, and there we go. Max Crosby, you get the little different animation, the script popping up on your screen. It's pretty cool. Finally though, got that 97 overall. And then for the post reroll process, because you need to, what I always think is when you're doing a reroll, you need to have kind of an objective of what you want to do. If you're just going to quick sell all the cards you pull, the house will eventually always win, and you'll just end up losing all your training. You need to know what you want to do with your 87s, your 91s, your 94s, and your 97s, and that's where I'm here to help. What I am doing with my 87 and 91s, first thing what I want to do is actually check the lazy sell price of each overall. If you see 87 overalls, looks like they're selling for 10,000 coins. If you list them up for 1 hour, they will eventually sell, which is not too bad, but 9k back for an 87. We're still losing 21k on the pack if we do pull that. An 80 or not an 89 overall. A 91 overall looks to be selling for about 30,000 coins. Lazy sells, that's 27k. That's what I said, barely like breaking even, losing a little bit off of tax. But what we're going to do is we're going to implement my favorite coin making method right now currently, and that is going to be Team Builder 3. If you actually look into the Gridiron Guardian just solo, they're going for 7.5 and about 25k a piece, but we're going to use the Team Builder 3 sets. The only cards now you need to complete these sets, you have to buy an 89 overall. You have to buy 2 of them. I suggest picking them up for about 15 to 16k. You can actually, I'll put the link to the video in the description. It's the same filters for the 89 overalls. It's going to be guys like Vita Vea, Ryan Tannehill, AJ Hawk that you can pick up for 15k. I have some leftover 89s from some pro fantasy, so I'm going to throw them in there. You're looking for a Team Builder 3 that goes for, right now, the average rate of a 93 Team Builder is about 90,000 coins. You can try to get 92, 93k value. That's what I'm going to get for Anthony Hitchens, but this is the reason why I actually don't think this reroll is not bad. I didn't really like the Super Bowl past or Super Bowl present reroll because there was nothing you were really going to do with the low overalls except for lazy sell them. But with this reroll, the 2 lowest overalls you can pull and the most frequent cards that you do pull are used in the best coin making set in the game right now. You're able to get, it ends up being, if you were just to lazy sell the 87s and the 91s, it ends up being like you're going to be spending 75k or 70k of value for the Team Builder 3 set, but you get back 85k after tax pretty much for value. So it's an extra 10k from the worst cards you can pull in the reroll. Now for the 94s, this gets a little bit tricky. So if we look at the 94s on the market, they're lazy selling for about, I'd say 83k, but we're going to say 80k. That looks to be the current rate for a 94. Now if we go to a 96, 97, because you got to remember 4 94s for a 97 overall GG2 champion, if we go down to the GG2 champions and we just filter them out, you can see they're going for like 230, 240, which of course that's not even gonna be close to making profit. But if we use the lazy sell technique not only on every card basically on the auction house, but we're going to use it for a champion, the 97 overall. So filter down 96, 97, we scroll down, we can see a 97 overall is going for about 260k in the market. It will eventually sell. These GG2 cards are some of the most popular cards in the game, so those are going for 260k. So now if we hop into, well, actually no, I think I'm going to filter down even a little bit more, because there is one specific set we are actually going to be completing with the 94 overalls, and it's going to be Joe Namath. Why do I say Joe Namath? Because he's the only card that has a unique power-up, where the power-up was not in the game before this set came in. So Derrick Henry, Roquan Smith, those guys have had power-ups in the game all year. They're lower overalls, they're packed more frequently. Joe Namath, you can see from his power-up, it's going for 30k. A more realistic price for it is about 15,000 coins. So now this is where all the math comes into play. So you got to remember, 94 overalls, we would have got back 72k post-tax if after lazy selling. So that's going to be a 288k cost, whereas if we were to sell the 494s, we're putting 288k into the set. Now we have 260k, that's what we're selling Joe Namath for. 15k, that's what we're selling the power up for, is going to be 275k of value back, minus the 27.5k tax, equals 247k. Now, okay, we're still down 40k, but you get the 4 end cats back, which we quick sell for 19k total training at the same value we bought training for 3.2, giving us an extra 60k of value added on top of our 247k post tax, equaling finally 308,000 coins after tax for the set. What does that all mean? Well, putting the 494s into the Joe Namath set and selling at the 97 for 260 and then the power up for 15k, you're getting an extra 20k of added value instead of just selling off the 94s at a lazy sell price of 80k. Hopefully that was easy to understand, but it's pretty cool, because normally with a reroll you're having a lazy sell, you fill up your auction house space really fast. Well, with this reroll you pretty much are always combining a group of cards into one card, so your auction house can really be filled with some very valuable cards. You're never really going to fill up all 20 spots. And then of course, didn't really mention it, the 97 overall, you're just going to lazy sell it for 260k. There's nothing else you can really do with it unless you want to keep it for your team. Maybe throw it in the Deion Sanders set and keep Deion Sanders. There's really not much you can do, and that's if you get lucky and pull a 97 overall. So that's going to be all for the GG2 kind of reroll process, the odds and everything. Hope you guys enjoyed it. If you have any questions, comment down below in the description, just in the comment section. What I'm talking about. Like if you enjoyed, subscribe if you're new, and until next time, peace.